Hey there guys, welcome to another action figure review, and today we shall be looking at two G.I. Joe classified figures, and of course, running theme on these is that they are some Black Ops beauties, and I guess that's what I'm going to title the video. Of course, we're going to be looking at two members of the Joe Squad, two good girls in a good way. We're going to be looking at, of course, number 59, Courtney, Cover Girl, Krieger, and we're also going to be looking at the recently released Agent Helix. So just a quick look at the box art. As you could see, it's a clear evolution of the line and how far it's gone from its original packaging. Of course, I think this is way more closer to each other than what they originally started as. I do not understand this decision to do this type of artwork. I don't know what they were really going for. It looks way too cartoony. I think they were probably going for like a, like a 1940s cartoon look, I want to say. Yes, I live near a police station, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully you guys don't hear the siren, but anyways, yeah, I don't know. I don't think they were going for a modern cartoon look. I do think they were going for like this kind of classic, kind of like pin-up, not overtly, pin-up cartoon, but they were kind of going for like this 1940s war cartoon look. At least that's what it appears to me, that was their aim in this artwork. I mean, it was successful, but it's very, very glaring, especially when you compare it to like this right here. Sorry, see, they even moved where the figure actually is drawn. See, like this is much more modern art kind of look to the drawing that they did to the cover art that they did for this figure. Meanwhile, Cover Girl Courtney over here, yeah, she is it's okay. I mean, some people do buy figures for the cover art, especially given that this is, of course, windowless packaging, but I personally think that I think they strayed a bit too far away. But then again, they've done that with a few figures in the line. A lot of the figures actually do have kind of similar artwork, but then they just do this figure way out of left field, if I do say so myself. A notable example, of course, includes the Spirit. But then again, the Spirit, I guess, kind of went because I guess they were going for that Native American kind of like look. But then there's been other ones. I want to even say like Zorana. Zorana was a bit too cartoony. I think they were going for this effect as well. Not sure if they were trying to appeal to, a younger girl demographic with these figures. Maybe that's what they were doing, hoping that it would catch, young girls' attention and they would actually buy, or want their parents to buy this figure for them. Not sure if it worked, but yeah, I could only theorize so far, and but yeah, that's all I could say. Speaking on the cover art for this, for Cover Girl over here, so she is, of course, number 59 in comparison to number 104 and one of the newer figures in the line, Agent Helix, and just great box art. Of course, they each come with their own accessories. Are they both similar in stature? Actually, Cover Girl is supposed to be taller than her at 6 inches. Meanwhile, Agent Helix is 5'9". And Cover Girl is supposed to have a phone, a wrench, I guess, to like foil the plans of the enemy, a pistol, and it looks to be like a shotgun. Meanwhile, Agent Helix, she comes with multiple swords, those kind of look like it's kind of look like picks, like kind of like to help her scale building, I want to say. These items right here. Of course, she also comes with like these two pistols as well, and like this knife, and I guess a sheath to like hold the swords. So yeah, not much else I could say. I will say that the G.I. Joe cover art is getting plainer. See, and it's getting much more jumbled, and that's why I tell people like sometimes I try to say that I want to collect figures and keep them in box, but they keep changing it around. You know, like this is vastly different from this already, and yeah, it just further reinforces my notions that I think most figures are meant to be opened up, you know. And if you want to keep the cover art, you want to keep the box, that's all on you, man. Sometimes I do want to keep the box on certain figures, sometimes I don't, you know. But yeah, but that's all I could say. I do like some of the, I guess, some of the improvements they done to the artwork, that you could actually see all the items displayed on the front. Might jumble up the whole figure, but even here, like they showed the cartoon version of the figure, and maybe they were kind of like self-conscious of, well, we need to actually show the figure that's actually inside here, so that's why they went with that right then and there. Who's to say? But yeah, so that's it for the cover art portion of these figures. Now time to open them up and see what we got. So if you don't mind, let's take a good look at them. All right. Of course, she actually does have one of those storage lockers right there with her name on it. And here comes the figure, and of course she has the old, usually newer figures have like a portrait of them in the back. So let's see if we could unravel her in this environmentally safe packaging. Let's see. All right, I'm twisting off these ties, and right off the bat, I want to say she feels. She actually does feel pretty nice. I will say that these hips are really wonky. I don't know if you guys could see like the huge gap right here. I don't know if it's something just on my figure, on all CoverGirl figures. Maybe they wanted to give her, yeah, like see, there's a huge gap right here. That's not looking too good. You could always just fold it up. I guess they're just doing this for extended motion, maybe because like you could cover up the gap if you wanted to. Maybe they're just doing that, and she is capable of doing the splits pretty well, so maybe that's why they decided to go with these joints right here on her. Of course, she does have thigh cuts right there, double jointed knees, a bit stiff, a boot cut, hinge on the foot, of course rocky motion, no foot articulation whatsoever. She does have waist rotation, which is pretty incredible, a waist rotation and also a diaphragm joint on her. Now this jacket does get in the way of a bit of her articulation, unfortunately, and of course it does break up like the paint job on her, because but then again, I guess the jacket look works better on her than just her with this shirt and have the jacket be removable. I don't know what I would really want. Maybe a deluxe version of this figure which would have these removable arms, that have jacket arms, and then just have like shirt arms, so she could actually wear like the shirt, like just have the shirt underneath. That could possibly work as well. Bicep, yeah, kind of a bicep cut. It's a bit up on the closer to the shoulder. Double jointed elbows, which is always impressive on female figures. You have no idea how hard it is to find them. But of course, now that I'm trying, there we go, right there with the double jointed elbows, and a nice logo right here on her side. The way the figure is kind of sculpted, like the line is up above right here, but I think they could have done the line right down here and not break up the mold that much. But it's okay. Her neck helps her move right there. She can't look up that well, and I think the jacket has a lot to do with it, but she can look down very well. I do like that. And her face sculpt, she does live up to the name of being a cover girl. I like it. I like it. I think there's been prettier head sculpts done, or maybe I'm just not into this type of look on a female figure, but I don't know. But yeah, she's pretty. She's pretty. I don't know about the no, the eyes are painted perfectly, and she does have like these kind of honey colored eyes. So yeah, goes well with her scheme. The paint on her, which speaking of which, the paint on her is pretty well painted. I don't see any blemishes. All goes well with her. Yeah, everything seems to be on point with her. Let's take a good look at her accessories. So she's supposed to have, I think it's the cell phone, right? The cell phone, the wrench, the pistol, and the shotgun. So let's see what. Let's see. Let's see and hope that I don't lose any items. So here we are. Here's the shotgun. Looks pretty nice. Here we go with the cell phone right here, and let's see, it shows schematics on the cell phone. So I guess it's more of a tablet, if anything. But I want to say it's a cell phone / tablet device. It goes well with her character. I would have thought it would have added more to her character to have, like, I don't know, maybe a portrait of her in there and make it look like she's taking a selfie. But maybe that's just me being a bit vapid about it. I don't know. Of course, the wrench to destroy Cobra's plans with this wrench, and this nice looking pistol. And that's all her accessories. And I'm pretty happy with this figure. And it looks like she could actually store all her things. See, the tablet could fit snugly right here. See, and it actually tabs in. Oh, it actually does tab in right there. That's pretty cool. She can have her gun right here, or her pistol right there. Let's see, the wrench could, of course, go right here. Perfect. And I guess the shotgun, it actually has a little peg right here, so it could actually peg to her back, even though there's nothing realistically holding it, right? Can it peg to her back? Maybe it just pegs somewhere to her side. I might be thinking that it just pegs somewhere to her side. Or you could just have it pegged to the wrench right here. Yeah. Does it peg to the wrench? It looks like, it appears like it should peg to the wrench. Yeah, so I guess you could have her carry it. You could have her, in theory, carry it like that, but I don't think it's going to allow it to. You see, in theory, she should be carrying it like that. I don't know how it works. In all honesty, but that's how she should look right there. But great figure all around. Great figure. I actually did enjoy reviewing her. She is actually gonna get a 7.5. So very impressed with old cover girl there. So she passes with flying colors. Can't wait to add her to the collection. And now let's take a good look at Agent Helix. So here we go. Let's see. Let's open her up. Of course, Agent Helix has her storage locker. And you know, I do have a 3 3/4 figure version of Agent Helix. Maybe I should show it off to you guys. Now they kind of got rid of like the name on the locker that just says it above right there. So not sure if that works for me, brother, but yeah. I'll try to get the 3 3/4 version of Agent Helix. And as you could see right there, portrait right there, and the figure looks great. I don't know, this just shows off so much personality. Let me try to see if I could actually get that 3 3/4 version of her real quick. Let's see. So much personality shown on that. And here is her 3 3/4 figure. And I would say it's a vast improvement, right? Right. Yeah, I'd say it's a vast improvement. So let's get her out. No more. See, they actually went with the plastic ties now. They don't care about the environment anymore. So it's all about that money. So I'm sorry, but like multiple trees had to die in order to make this figure. But their sacrifice was not in vain, of course. And here we go. So there you go. That's her portrait right there. Great portrait. And that's the figure right here. And she actually has the same thing. She actually has like kind of like, I guess they're offering like wide hips for these characters just to like help with the motion. And that's pretty cool. She can also rotate at the waist, which is, it boggles my mind how there's so many characters that don't even have that yet. Diaphragm, bicep, but of course up in the upper shoulder, double jointed double jointed elbows. It should bend, but it's like stuck. I mean, hopefully this elbow bends. Yeah, see, this one bends a lot. This one bends a lot easier. But double jointed elbows. Let's see. She can look up. Okay, this hair kind of gets in her way now. She can look down. She can do the splits pretty well, but not as well as CoverGirl, surprisingly. And I think technically Agent Helix is supposed to be much more agile, but I guess not. I guess the Joe training goes to CoverGirl in that aspect. Thigh cut, double jointed knees, boot cut, high boot cut if I do say so myself. Of course, a hinge right here, and rocker. Same for the hands right here, hinge and rocker. Everything's standard if I do say so. I'm gonna have to work on that joint though. Oh, and the butterfly joints. I forgot to mention the butterfly joints on her as well. And butterfly joints are heavily inhibited just due to the jacket on her. That's why I didn't even like, I had forgotten about them and I didn't even test them out. But the butterfly joints on Agent Helix, yeah, do work. So see, you could see them in full effect right there. And she looks great. I actually like her look. I actually like her paint job. I will say I do like her head sculpt a lot better than CoverGirl's over there. Now necessarily the only thing I could say, the only con I really have on this figure is just the fact that she has this really tight elbow right now. So there we go. I got it to bend now. Boom. So that I guess she is getting better every single time I work on her. And of course this is her and her 3 3/4 counterpart right there. So yeah, let me see if I see any paint errors on her. Not any notable paint errors on her. Not sure if I actually do kind of like this hair more than the actual like platinum blonde hair. This is much more natural blonde hair right there. I don't know, maybe they'll release a platinum blonde version of her down the line, or I could just get a head sculpt and just paint it myself. Of course, here is one of her katanas right there. Here is one of those like hooks. I don't know. Yeah, they look like hooks. I guess they attached to her. I guess she could stab someone with them as well. They look to be in a really effective weapon as well. The other katana right here. The other hook right here. course, this sheath for the sword, and this is of course similar to the Kamakura. I'm pretty sure most of the ninja characters have that. This kind of like curved blade item sword thing. And of course her two guns right here. They're right there. I know. Let's see if you could actually store all the items in her. Of course the pistols are gonna go here. And here. So the two pistols do fit right there. She actually has like binocular sculpted on. She actually has like a lot of sculpting on this belt, but a lot of the stuff is of course not removable. So I don't know what to tell you guys in regards to that. And here you go. Like, I'm pretty sure this is reserved for the swords. Yep. Now what I'm wondering is this other sheath in the back of hers, is this for this blade? Doesn't seem to be, unless you want to attach it like that, but then she's running the risk of stabbing herself. I'm trying to figure out where it could go on her. Unless, let me see on the side. Checking side pockets, doesn't seem like it. And oh, this attached like that. Technically could attach like that to her. And you know what? She actually has like, I don't know if the band-aid is a tattoo or if it's just a band-aid. Looks pretty gnarly. Might be just a tattoo on her. But of course these things would. I guess I could show you guys what. Oh, I'm bending these. I shouldn't be bending them that much. And they're, oh, and these things are articulated. Look, they actually do articulate like that. So that's how they should be on her. So these things do go like that. And yeah. So that works for her. Yeah, the only thing now, it's like, how does this go? Like, how does this item go unless she attaches one of these swords here and this blade gets to go up here on top? I don't think so. I'm sorry, I'm not even showing you guys. So I already put this sword right here, so I'm trying to put this right here. I don't think it fits. Let's see. Unless, oh, of course, you attach it like that. And there. She actually can wear everything she has as well, so that's very effective. She looks to be ready for battle. Now, when I bought the 3 3/4 Agent Helix figure, she actually came with a laptop accessory. But then again, she was loose, and I don't know if she actually is meant to come with a laptop accessory. Would have been nice if she came with it, and just in case it does need a laptop accessory. But yeah, that's about it. Now, despite me rambling on and on, I actually do like the Agent Helix. She is a very nice looking, pretty figure, and she's very toyetic, I would say, and she does catch the eye, the attention. So I'm gonna have to give her an 8 out of 10. She is a great figure, especially at what she goes for, the price that she goes for. I would definitely pick her up if you run across her, and if you're trying to get into G.I. Joes. That's about it. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching the review. Both girls are pretty cool. Let's see if we can actually stand her up. There. Both girls are pretty cool. But of course, I think I'm just a bigger stan for Agent Helix. That's pretty much it. I know I'm concluding, but I guess I'm just trying to pose the figures now. Definitely looks like a Call of Duty zombies like squad, you know. Usually to like to wear like this type of attire. Yeah. I like it. I like it. All right then, guys, thanks for watching the video. As always, peace and love, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.